Knockout punch indeed. Welcome back to the second hour, ladies and gentlemen. 888-325-3696. I think that's the number. Is that the number? Let me double check that. If you're listening to the podcast, 855-347-3696. 855-347-3696 is the number you want to call for information. If the person from Canada is still on board with the husband with the surgery recently done to the shoulder, there's a homeopathic medicine that frequently is very helpful in helping people to recover from the effects of surgery, especially if it's surgery to muscles. It's Bellis perennis. B like baby, E, L, L, I, S like Sam, P like Peter, E, R, R, E, N, I, S, Bellis perennis. Get Bellis perennis in the 200C or the 200 CK strength. Take 2 pellets 3 times a day for 5 days. 2 pellets 3 times orally a day for 5 days, and see if that decreases recovery time. Stop taking it after 5 days, whether it's helping or not. Bellis perennis in a multi-dose tube in the 200C or the 200 CK strength. Just go online. You can find a distributor of homeopathic medicines if there is not one in your neck of the woods. 866-582-9933. That's the number I tried to say earlier. 866-582-9933. Let's go to Eric in Pennsylvania. Hey, Eric, thanks for calling. You are live.
Hey, Dr. Glidden. Thanks for all you do.
You're welcome, Eric. What's happening, man?
We wanted to ask you some maybe a little research helpful questions, because I'm trying to learn as you go. So
great.
If you could help out, I know you talked about it that Dr. Wallach, he bases his research on experience, dosing the amounts of minerals per body weight. And he obviously learned that from veterinary studies first, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's how the whole thing started, which Dr. Wallach wasn't just a vet. Dr. Wallach was one of the leading research veterinarian pathologists in the world. Dr. Wallach's skill set was so large that he was tapped among all of his peers in the 70s to be in charge of $25 million of federally funded research. They did 26,000 autopsies, 10 million blood chemistries, and they chose Wallach to be in charge of all of it because his skill set amongst all of his peers was the best. And, veterinarians bring a very unique perspective to the field of medicine, because veterinarians aren't concerned with managing disease. Veterinarians are concerned with curing disease. This is why bacon and eggs, don't cost $50 a dozen. A dozen eggs don't cost $50, and a shank of bacon doesn't cost $50, because the animals, the chickens and the cows and the pigs and the horses and everything, don't get congestive heart failure. They don't get asthma. They don't get arthritis. They don't get tuberculosis. They don't get these illnesses that humans get. Well, why is this? It's because of Dr. Wallach's research, because in the veterinarian world, their job is to fix things. And in the medical world and with humans, the MD's job is to manage things. It's a gigantic difference. Veterinarians get a bad rap, but it's undeserved, and the only people really that are looking down the nose at the vets are the MDs. And as far as I'm concerned, the MDs can all go pound sand. But you're absolutely right. Because of Dr. Wallach's start in medicine as a veterinarian, he learned to dose appropriate for body weight, and it makes all the difference in the world.
I heard you talk about excellent, very fluently, that obviously the animals don't have insurance companies to for the vets to suck the money out of the system and not cure and fix the problem, right?
That's right.
The whole, yeah. So my question is, could you help me learn what are the exact or optimal requirements of the major elements? Calcium, magnesium, or you could just tell me what is that per 100 pounds each and every product that's in longevity?
Well, all right, so there's a little bit of wiggle room here, right, because, regretfully, because Big Pharma holds sway over all medical research in the world, stuff that's really necessary and really needed research-wise isn't done. So all of the recommended daily allowances, the RDA amounts of vitamins and minerals and nutrients that are on every single bottle of every vitamin everywhere in the world are basically bogus. They're outdated, they're old-fashioned, they're juvenile, they're based on research that was faulty to begin with. And, you know, it's become one of those things that's just hung fire because this is the way that medicine is. This is the way that science is. People in the scientific community have lots of mental inertia, and they are not inclined to change their position, even if they know their position is wrong. So the recommended daily allowances for nutritional supplements were developed years ago in a really stupid way, and yet they've persisted. And nobody wants to do the research to really dial it in because the pharmaceutical industry doesn't give a crap about vitamins, and they don't want people to know what the real doses should be, because if everybody knew what the real doses should be, nobody would need the drugs. So it's a big bad voodoo daddy, right? So there's wiggle room here. And also understand, Eric, it is virtually impossible to overdose with a nutritional supplement. You can do it, but it's really, really hard. You know how many people died from nutritional supplements last year? None. Zero. None. You know how many people died from drugs? Lots. 780,000. So there's no comparison, right? But keeping that in mind, that there's wiggle room up and down, the basic way to go here with longevity is, for every healthy start pack that there is, the recommendation is one healthy start pack, whether it's the healthy blood sugar pack, the healthy bone and joint pack, the healthy heart pack, whatever it is, or it's just a healthy start pack. It's one healthy pack per 100 pounds of body weight per month. One healthy pack per 100 pounds of body weight per month. All of Longevity's standalone supplements, you know, the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, the Osteo FX, the EFAs, all of that stuff basically is dosed at one bottle per 100 pounds per month. The only exception to that rule is the selenium and the Ultimate Daily capsules. The Ultimate Daily capsules we dose more or less at one bottle per 200 pounds per month. One bottle per 200 pounds per month of the Ultimate Daily capsules. And we do that when we're trying to support and promote circulation in the body. And the selenium, which is arguably the most important standalone supplement that there is outside of the Mighty 90, is dosed at one bottle per 50 pounds per month. One bottle per 50 pounds per month. But initially, for people, we never give more than 4 bottles a month. So even if you're 250 pounds and the math says, well, you should take 5 bottles of selenium a month, we're going to stop at 4 bottles, because you can, in fact, overdose with selenium. It's not easy to do it. You can do it. You know, 1 out of 1,000 people will do it, and then longevity gets a bad reputation because that's just how life goes. So I stop selenium at 4 bottles a month, no matter how much the person weighs.
What about glucogel?
Glucogel. Now, there's 2 ways to do glucogel. There's the therapeutic way, and there's the maintenance way. And honestly, nobody knows what the difference is. You just have to kind of source and suss this out on your own. The way that I like to start with the glucogel, you know, most people who need glucogel, their joints are achy and bad already. We're not doing maintenance, we're doing cleanup, right? So the glucogel capsules are dosed at one capsule, not 1 bottle, 1 capsule per 10 pounds of body weight per day. It's interesting. So if you're 180 pounds, you divide 180 by 10, that's 18. And that's how many glucogel capsules you would need a day, 18. And then you divide that dose up into 2 or 3 doses, right? So 9 capsules twice a day, or 6 capsules 3 times a day, but you need 18 a day. If you're 200 pounds, you need 20 a day, right? If you're 250 pounds, you need 25 caps a day. and then you have to do the math to figure out how many bottles of glucogel you need to secure every month. Because Youngevity makes the glucogel capsules in 240 count and 120 count. Now, the liquid glucogel is an interesting product, and some people, it's a very interesting product. If you have never tried it, you should get a bottle and try it. Some people love it, some people hate it. Liquids are always easier to absorb in the body than capsules are. So if you can tolerate the liquid, then get the liquid if you're doing the glucogel. And the liquid glucogel is dosed more or less at 1 bottle per 50 pounds per month. 1 bottle per 50 pounds per month. Mm-hmm. You can mix and match. You can do a little bit of the liquid, a little bit of the capsules, whatever. And that's how you do it. And so what I like to do, for instance, if I'm helping someone who's been given a definitive diagnosis of arthritis and we're supporting and promoting joint function, I'll start them with the appropriate doses of the Healthy Bone and Joint Pack and glucogel and selenium as I just laid out for you. And we do that for initially 90 days. And inside of 90 days, we want to see some major, remarkable, measurable improvement, which we always get. Once we've secured improvement with the therapeutic program, we just ride that horse until the joints really feel pretty great and there's no more problem. And then once the joints feel great and there's no more problem, you back off on the glucogel and see what happens. Now, some people, they don't need any glucogel at all. Some people, they'll need 1 bottle a month, or, everybody's different. So once you've reached the therapeutic goal of, the person's pain-free and symptom-free, then we back off on the dose and kind of beat around the bush until we dial it in. And regretfully, that's going to be different for everybody. This is a good conversation, Eric. Hold on. We'll finish it up over the break. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Dr. Glidden. Stick around. It's the last day. Gain advantage to the sale of the online subscription to become a Dr. Glidden Insider. Get over 100 hours of archived health information plus 4 hours of live webinars a week for $98 a year. Oh, my God. Today is the last day of this sale. We're never going to do this again. Check it out, fireyourmdnow.com. Take advantage, grow your longevity business, make a difference in the world, make a big splash, not a little splash. And let's, clean it up. Let's clean up the mess. The mission is simple, helping people to recover their health with science-based, clinically verified medical nutrition. We're having a good conversation with Eric here. I wanted to finish it up. So, Eric from Pennsylvania, anything else that I can help you with to kind of get a foundation for understanding here?
That was great. I appreciate that. A couple more things. So let's touch on sweeties.
Yeah, sweeties. So the recommendation to start with is 1 bottle per 100 pounds per month. 1 bottle per 100 pounds per month. Now, we give sweeties to optimize blood sugar metabolism. And if you're giving sweeties to optimize blood sugar metabolism in somebody who has type 1 or type 2 diabetes and it's not working, then you have to consider that they're eating phytates, P-H-Y, T like Thomas, A, T like Thomas, E, phytates with the sweeties. And you want to reference the webinar that I did on optimizing or maximizing the absorbability of the supplements, and that's available in the archives if you become a subscriber on my website. Foods that contain phytates interfere with the absorption of minerals. And look, man, there's only 2 times that medical nutrition don't work. It's if you're not taking enough or you're not absorbing what you're taking. Phytates interfere with the absorption of minerals. Foods that contain phytates interfere with the absorption of minerals. And wheat, barley, rye, and oats interfere with the absorption of everything. So if the sweeties isn't working, if you don't see any traction in the blood sugar numbers in the first 4 weeks, then, there's still something in the diet that's messing them up. Or they need to just do more sweeties. And I'm not at all loath to giving an extra bottle or 2 of sweeties in the first couple of months in order to prime the pump a little bit more.
All right. And then when in the beginning, when you mentioned basically everything is dosed for the general items at 1 pack or 1 bottle per 100 pounds of body weight, that's when a person is healthy, and that's for maintenance. That's not for rebuilding, regrowing, or putting space between the vertebrae.
Well, yes, and remember I said there's a lot of wiggle room here, right? So, you know, if someone has high blood pressure, for instance, and we wanted to support and promote the structure and function of their cardiovascular system, then, and they're 100 pounds, I would give them 1 healthy start pack, 2 bottles of selenium, and then I would give 1 extra bottle of the white liquid calcium, because the main cause of high blood pressure is not enough calcium and magnesium. So we do the maintenance dose plus a little extra calcium. That's how we would do that. So, you know, and if a person had fibromyalgia, by the way, this Thursday night I'm doing a webinar on fibromyalgia. It's for insiders only. This Thursday night, fibromyalgia, there is so much misinformation and so much MD stupidity around the diagnosis and treatment of fibromyalgia. I'm really looking forward to this Thursday night's webinar for insiders only, folks, 8 p.m. Central Time. Check it out. And if I had someone who had a presumptive or definitive diagnosis of fibromyalgia, in order to support and promote the structure and function of their muscular fibers, I'd give them extra selenium, because that's what's very helpful with fibromyalgia. So there's just a couple extra things you need to tack on, or, you know, increase the dosage of this, that, or the other thing as you're moving down the track. But by and large, you can't ever go wrong with a healthy start pack, or, you know, a healthy pack prescribed and selenium optimized for the person's body weight. You really can't go wrong there. And as you move down the track, you'll figure out the extra stuff to add on. It's really not that tricky.
All right. So pretty much, like you said, the dosage is for therapeutic dose, not for just healthy maintenance dose. Okay.
Yeah. So you got to start somewhere, see how it goes, and then you can increase or decrease as need be. And I'll tell you a story. There's a distributor in upstate New York. I should have him on again. We haven't had him on for a long time. Bernie Owens. Bernie Owens is a multi-million-dollar earner in longevity. He's helped thousands of people. And no matter what anybody had, no matter how much they weighed, he started everybody with 1 bottle of the plant minerals. That's it. Just 1 bottle of the plant minerals, $20. And everybody who took it felt something positive from just 1 bottle of the minerals. If they're 50, 100, 300, 400 pounds, it doesn't matter. So medical nutrition from longevity makes a big difference, even if the dosage isn't correct. It's a great deal, Eric. Stick around. We're selling them like hotcakes. Get them while the going's good. 1-year subscription, $98 and change. FireYourMDNow.com. What does that come out to? $8 and change a month? That's like what? 30 cents a day? I can find 30 cents a day, folks. Check it out. FireYourMDNow.com at midnight tonight, Eastern Time. It all goes away. Let's go out to Washington now and talk to Sarah about carpal tunnel. Hey, Sarah, thanks for the call. You are live.
Well, first of all, Dr. Glidden, I have to tell you that my family has listened to you and listened to you over and over and over on your CDs, and we love you.
Oh, wow.
I know you hear that all the time.
No, I don't hear it enough. I mean, I appreciate. Maybe I do. I don't know, but I'm never going to get tired of it. I appreciate it, Sarah. Well, you know, look, we're all in it together, right?
Right.
And we are. And you know, I couldn't do this without you. So I appreciate the kind words. How can I help?
Okay. I just met someone, so this is, you know what, I want to tell you, I have 2 wildly different things I want to ask you, so I hope there's time.
Yeah, we got time. We're good. We got 12 minutes here.
Okay. This woman got carpal tunnel while she was pregnant. She's carrying around about a 5-month-old baby now, and she is in trouble. I've never seen anybody that hurt so bad.
Yeah.
Well,
you know why that happens, right?
Well, I understand it pretty well. Probably not like you do.
Well, I mean, it's not that difficult. So everybody's body has a nutritional tank in it that needs to be topped off every day, metaphorically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And, you know, most people just going through life eating foods, not taking any supplements, that tank is about 30% full, and then you get pregnant, and the baby steals all your reserves.
Yeah.
Now, if you're lucky, there was enough stuff in there to keep the baby healthy, so the baby's not going to be born with a birth defect. The baby's not going to be born autistic. The baby's not going to be born with Down syndrome. The baby's not going to be born messed up, cystic fibrosis or whatever. But as the body gives what little nutrients there are to keep the fetus healthy and survivable, that sucks it away from the mother. So this is why women get gestational diabetes, and it's why they get preeclampsia, and then it's why they get postpartum depression, and all this crap happens to the poor mother's body during and after birth, during pregnancy and after pregnancy, because the presence of the child in the body has just sucked them dry. I mean, it's just sucked them dry. So is there anything else besides carpal tunnel that's going on here?
That's the only thing I know of. I really don't know her too well, so...
All right, well, we've got to start somewhere, right? So the recommendation for anybody that's pregnant, actually our recommendation is for 3 months before you become pregnant, and then all throughout the pregnancy and for the rest of your life, the recommendation would be 1 healthy start pack and 2 bottles of selenium and 1 bottle of plant minerals. 1 healthy pack, 1 healthy start pack, 2 selenium, and 1 bottle of plant minerals per 100 pounds of body weight per month.
Okay, now tell me this, doctor. Do you think that if she just takes the plant-derived minerals, that it will give her the trace minerals that she needs to begin to get better, or does she need to take something else with it? I mean, I suppose the selenium is definitely good.
Well, you know, it all depends on budget. If there's not enough money in the tank, then give her the plant minerals. If she's struggling financially, you want to give her the plant minerals because there's a peculiar mineral called molybdenum, which is at play when you have carpal tunnel syndrome. So whenever we see carpal tunnel, we overdo it with the plant minerals, and if the plant minerals is all she can afford, then that's what we give, because that's just a smart play. Because the plant minerals gives her 66% of her nutrient needs. Now, there are plant minerals, of course, in the Beyond Tangy Tangerine.
Right.
So that would be the next best thing to give her. And then the next best thing after that would be the whole healthy start pack. And then the next best thing after that would be the healthy start pack and the selenium. So whatever the budget.
You think selenium is real important for her with carpal tunnel?
No. Selenium is very important for her for a lot of other reasons.
For everybody.
Yeah, but, you know, it all depends. In a perfect world, she would do the healthy pack, 1 healthy pack, 1 minerals, and 2 selenium per 100 pounds of body weight per month.
Yeah.
Right? So, you know, you got to do whatever you can do. But regardless, either way, she must stop eating wheat, barley, rye, and oats. She's got to stop that.
Okay.
And that's free, right?
Yeah. Okay. All right, and the other one is my granddaughter who, I'm not sure exactly what her real problem is, but she did stop talking for quite a long time, and now they're just working on getting her to say a word or two at a time.
How old is she?
She is going to be 4 pretty soon.
All right, so give her the healthy brain and heart pack, selenium, appropriate for body weight, and an extra bottle of plant minerals a month, or cherry mints. Kids love the cherry mints. Plus a diet that's high in cholesterol. High in cholesterol. Because her brain, right, her central nervous system and her brain, which is presumptively what's at play here, is made from cholesterol. I mean, that's what it's made from, for goodness sake. If the kid broke a bone, we give her extra calcium and extra minerals, right, because that's what the bones are made from. Well, when there's a psychological thing going on here, then we give extra cholesterol because that's what the brain's made from. So, and that's all. It's not free, but it's already in the budget. Food is already in the budget. So I would give the kid, 2, 3, 4 eggs a day with butter and salt, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, go crazy for cholesterol. Do the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack and selenium, extra minerals if it's in the budget. And the kids love the Cherry Mens because, I mean, who wouldn't? And associate of mine, the longevity guy in Arizona who helps us out quite a bit, Matt Tokoff is his name, and he's doing a lot of work with us in Arizona, really helping a lot of people. With his kids, he's got a boatload of kids. He would make popsicles from the Beyond Tangy Tangerine and the white liquid calcium. He'd mix the calcium with orange juice. Makes a creamsicle, makes a little popsicle, tastes just like a creamsicle. So there's all kinds of things, creative things you can do with the supplements with kids in order to get the kids to take them. There's a longevity distributor that's been around forever with Dr. Wallach in Utah, and he's got 6 kids. I think they're all girls. And they have a big bowl of the essential fatty acids sitting on their countertop instead of a big bowl of M&Ms or peanuts, right? And the kids just learned to pop the EFAs in their mouth and chew them and pop them like they would gummy bears or something, right? So if you get the kids into it at a young age, then that's a really good habit. And the palate of a child is often very different from that of an adult. And if you can make it fun for the kid, oftentimes it's a lot easier for them to take the stuff.
They don't seem to, the little girl and her brother don't seem to have any trouble taking all kinds of supplements from longevity.
Okay, so that's great. So we just need to dial in the right stuff in the right doses and also understand that it's an absorbability issue as well. So the kids and the parents have to stop eating wheat, barley, rye, and oats. They have
I
to
did have one question about that I wanted to ask you, and that's that I've been thinking about giving her some glutathione to help her to get rid of some of the bad stuff, the heavy metals.
Well, all right. So now we're getting into a little more sophisticated conversation. So glutathione is the chief operating officer. It's like the chief of the body's fire department, as far as we know. Glutathione is a natural antioxidant that is present inside the body, and glutathione is most excellent at neutralizing free radicals. Glutathione supplementation is tricky.
That's what I was wondering, if I should really do that, you know?
I wouldn't do it, because getting glutathione through the digestive tract into the bloodstream is tricky. By the way, if you overdose on Tylenol, and the main reason for, well, not one of the main reasons people are admitted to the emergency room is because of overdoses of Tylenol. And the treatment, the standard operating treatment all around the world is glutathione, but for a Tylenol, acetaminophen overdose, but when they do it in the emergency room, they give it IV.
Yeah.
Because you can't really get a therapeutic dose of glutathione unless you swallow it. Now, if you swallow it, you can't do it. Now, there are some companies that I'm aware of that have come up with a very kind of sophisticated molecule of glutathione encased in some stuff that ostensibly helps it get through the stomach acid. But what's smarter and better to do, and especially if you think or you know that there's heavy metal toxicity at play, is just giving selenium. Because selenium upregulates the production of glutathione in the body. So selenium recycles. Yeah, selenium recycles glutathione, and selenium also chelates mercury out of the body. So a better thing to do is selenium. You know, and this is, again, I say it all the time. People get sick of me saying it, but I'm never going to stop saying it because it's the truth. Lean on Dr. Wallach. I mean, first, second, and third thing you should do when you're trying to articulate a medical nutrition program is just lean on Wallach. And if glutathione was an effective oral supplement, longevity would have one, but they don't. Yeah. Selenium's 100 times better than that. So You can overdo it, right, with selenium. You can give a little bit more than the daily dose per body weight, but you got to be careful with selenium. When you're overdoing it with selenium, if the person that's taking the selenium gets a garlicky or a fishy odor to their breath, or if their hair starts getting really extremely dry, or their nails start to get funky and soft, you're giving too much selenium, you need to back off on the dose.
Yeah.
But that's no problem. I've heard about that happening, but I've yet to see it.
I don't think I ever will.
Yeah, so lean on Dr. Wallach's wisdom, lean on the selenium, eliminate the 10 bad foods, and life is good.
Her mother put her on a GFCF diet, the gluten-free, casein-free. That means no butter, and I'm sorry to see some things go from the diet. I don't know what to do about that. But
so what you can enroll her in is clarified butter, which is ghee, G-H-E-E, or just do a Google search for clarified butter, because when you can make clarified butter from real butter on the stove in a little saucepan. The clarification process removes the casein protein from the butter, but still preserves the fat. So
good.
That's how you do it. You just want to do clarified butter, also known as ghee.
All right.
G-H like Harry, E-E. Hey, thanks a lot, Sarah.
Okay,
keep up the good work. Appreciate you. I'm going to finish it up with Joan in California when we come back, ladies and gentlemen. I am Dr. Peter Glidden, and this is, you know what it is, Fire Your MD Now. And we're back, finishing it out here, Tuesday, December 3rd, 2013. Tuesday, December 3rd, 2013. Check out the Last Gasp subscription sale. It's going away at midnight. FireYourMDNow.com. Climb aboard the Team Glidden train. Become an insider. Become a subscriber to my online health recovery service and make a difference in your world. Let's go to Joan in California and see what's cracking. Hey, Joan, thanks for calling. You are live.
Thank you, Dr. Glidden. I did sign up for that, by the way.
Oh, good job, Joan. If I had an applause thing here, I'd give it to you. Let me give you some right there. Good
we don't
girl.
need to take the time on that. But so I wanted to ask you, I've been doing about 3 months of longevity stuff. The thing I wanted to particularly ask about is I have a benign tumor. I've spoken with you once before on this. In my neck and in my cheek, it had come from a parotid gland tumor. And I'll get an MRI in the beginning of February, and I'm trying to do, lots of ORAC points and things like that to try and help my body respond and keep the tumor from growing. The one on the cheek is about 1.5 centimeters now. Anyway, so I'm doing bone and joint, extra osteo, 6 selenium, 10 glucogel, some EFAs, and I'm doing the Fucoid Z and the RTQ for antioxidants. And I know you've spoken sometimes about extra minerals good, and sometimes you suggest people take the Ultimate Daily. So I was wondering if Ultimate Daily and mineral caps would be good to add to it. Oh, and I also do the CM cream by my ears.
Yeah, what I would do, if you wanted to do anything extra, I would do more Fucoid Z.
Okay.
That's the only thing extra that I would add to this is Fucoid Z. Now, there's a homeopathic, and nobody knows what the dose is of that. Nobody knows. So are you doing the Z Radical or the Fucoid Z caps?
The Fucoid Z, I'm doing 5 of those.
Oh, yeah, do 15.
Okay.
Yeah, do 15 a day. That's the only thing that I would increase, 15 of the Fucoid Z a day, because that's really the only thing here that's been shown to be effective in this department, because it's been documented to decrease tumor size. So, I mean, that's a really good
and the
thing to do.
RTQs are useful.
So, yeah, that's a lot of ORAC in the Cell Shield RTQ.
Yeah,
resveratrol
adding up my ORAC.
Yeah. So the goal is, are you getting 100,000 ORAC a day?
I'm looking at the vegetables and stuff from the ORAC list and made a little spreadsheet. I'm a spreadsheet junkie, so.
Well, you know what you can do? If you'd be so kind, go to Facebook, Team Glidden, and share the spreadsheet with the members of the group, because we need information like this. I've been looking for somebody to dial in an ORAC spreadsheet for a long time. I just haven't had the time to do it.
Yeah, I pulled it from some website information, you know.
Well, yeah. Well, this is great. I mean, you can really. Okay. You can really help the team. And if you feel so inclined, that would be a big help. But
I haven't done Facebook yet.
So. Oh, yeah, all right. So,
I'll get a friend to help me.
Yeah, get a friend to help you. Once you get into Facebook, you see how easy it is, and then you see the support that's there. I mean, you're going to love it. I mean, it's a great place to hang out.
I'm recently retired, so I was too busy with work and stuff like that.
Okay, all right.
The other thing, I have been putting CM cream on the bump on my cheek and also in my ears.
Is it helping?
I don't know if that'll help it or not. I do have some, ringing in the ear stuff. So I didn't know if that would help any. Yeah,
well, if the CM cream is effective, then for whatever you're using it for, it's usually effective within 72 hours.
Oh, okay.
So what you want to do is apply CM cream liberally inside the ear canal on the side of the ear that you hear the ringing. Every hour, put some CM cream in there for 3 hours in a row, and then wait 3 hours and see if the ringing subsides. If it does, then you can continue to use the CM cream. If there's no noticeable difference, then you don't need to use it, because if that's going to work, it's going to work within 6 hours max. So go overboard with the CM cream. Max out with the Fucoid Z. And give me a call tomorrow if you're free, and I'll dial in a homeopathic treatment here for you that may max this out even more. I appreciate the call, Joan. We're up against a hard break. I've got to stop. Thank you for your support, and keep up the good work. Ladies and gentlemen, you've wasted another perfectly good 2 hours listening to me. Appreciate the support. God willing, we're back in the saddle tomorrow.